Welcome to the show.
Either you are with us or you are with the terrorists.
We're really asserting and putting it out there that we believe we're involved in an information war, that there's a propaganda campaign being waged at all times through the media.
The evildoers, they can't stand freedom.
Taliban,
They can't stand freedom.
The fanatics,
They can't stand freedom. They hate what America stands for.
In many cases, the news sources become agents of that campaign.
We have contributed to making a cult figure out of Osama
Bin Laden.
See, Osama bin Laden,
his stated goal,
wants to destroy America.
at least he said it to me.
Hello, my name is Stephen Marshall. I'm the creative director and one of the founders of Guerilla News Network. We're hanging out here in the Guerilla News bunker, which is in Berkeley, California. And this is where we do most of our production work for our videos and where we maintain our site.
And it goes like this. And it goes like this.
I think the one common trait that defines all GNN stories is an attempt to tell the viewer something that they didn't already know.
That some of these MCs sit down and consciously try to figure out how to get more young black men shot.
It's the notion that the mainstream networks don't necessarily have the time or the desire to tell the whole story. They can't always challenge the government or corporations because they're restricted by certain, very sound business practices.
You still may know little about.
The CIA's involvement with drug lords
happened in Vietnam, happened in the Iran-Contra affair.
What we're specifically trying to do is, pinpoint aspects of the information of the story that's been presented to the mainstream and find aspects of it that, haven't been told. One of the problems with independent underground media is that it tends to focus a lot of its energy on conspiracy theories. People who run those organizations tend to think that the best way to draw attention away from the mainstream is to assert really outlandish, almost very exciting, dramatic things.
Disgrace!
We know, of course, that Bush had clear briefings that al-Qaeda might be hijacking airplanes. The press forgot to tell you that on October the 24th through the 26th of 2000, the Pentagon held detailed drills practicing for an airliner being crashed into the Pentagon.
it's funny.
We need to have a vibrant investigative culture in our mainstream news outlets, and that hasn't been happening. And so what you see is the independent journalists take on take on that responsibility, but they do it without the same budgets. They do it without the sort of multi-million-dollar legal departments that protect mainstream journalists from libel suits, which otherwise destroy very valid cases.
Correct. The CIA.
Correct. The CIA. Correct. The CIA.
So what you're seeing right now is I think that in independent media and in underground journalism, an attempt to compete against the mainstream journalists who have almost like abandoned the responsibility of being investigators.
When you think crack, don't think black. When you think crack, think CIA.
At GNN, what we try to do is more or less tap into experts who have proven factual documentation for their assertions, and then bring that and broaden that to a wider horizon and make points about the culture that aren't necessarily being made by the mainstream journalists.
There's an old saying in the Pentagon, ready, fire, aim.
these beliefs are the foundation of our civilized world.
This is a war of good versus evil.
Islam and the West.
And that is his simplicity.
The American people,
Shazam!
And above all, we'll fight to the last man.
This channel has been liberated by the Guerilla